go.
Oh, it's good to be back. Never has a greater Phoenix metaphor been personified in human history. Therefore, if I'm saying anything, it's going back to the Stark Expo. Oh, it's good to be back.
Word to Tony Stark, man.
My nigga.
Word to Tony Stark, man.
Tony Stark up in this one. Hey, if he say that when he eventually do come back,
man, if he
as an AI,
man, imagine if we go to we go see the Doctor Strange, and he come off with a good to be back. What if that whole, you know, it's looking like it's Captain Marvel, right? Moran, but it's just a throw off.
Yep,
really, that's Tony Stark.
They do some shit like that though, wouldn't they?
100%.
They had, man, them niggas had Hulkbuster in there, B. And had Hulk stand in as the Hulkbuster for Infinity War, bro.
Facts.
You had niggas thinking Hulk was in the final battle, man. I'm up here waiting like, he about to bust through the suit. Pause. Like he about to bust. Nigga about to he about to turn into Hulk, destroy the Hulkbuster.
Nah. Yeah, because I remember watching that and I was like, hold up. Because you know, you watch the previews, you watch the little trailers, you like, okay, this that scene. So they had all them running, and you're gonna have Hulk behind them. I'm like, hold on, what happened to that scene? What happened? It never.
Yeah,
that's like the most. That's like is that like their most famous throw off?
Oh, they got to be.
Because it seemed like now
you can make a list.
When you retroactively think about it, like,
yeah,
what was the point of that throw off? Like, I guess the fact that just so that Hulk wasn't Hulk. Right.
I guess they wanted to. Yeah, I guess they wanted to preserve because nobody, even if you dig and look for videos, nobody, I don't even think theorized that he was gonna have trouble becoming. You know what I mean? Like even after that beatdown in the beginning, that he was gonna have trouble being Hulk. It was just, yeah, you didn't see that coming. Niggas just thought Hulk was in the movie. Like, okay, Hulk versus the Infinity War.
Yeah, because
Hulk versus Thanos.
It would have seemed like you say, because as I'm watching that movie, the entire time I'm like, okay, we leading up to him overcoming this issue, right? Like, okay, this is the moment where we're gonna get Hulk again. That shit just never happened. But like, right, that was an unbelievable throw off because I never walked in like wondering, like, okay, where they go. That was like the first one that let me start looking at like, okay, where the throw off gonna happen now? Because that feels like that was, for me, I'm sure they did it in other ones. That's the first one I ever noticed on the MCU. I was like,
yeah.
I walked in and I walked out like, hold on, man, what the hell happened to that scene?
Damn,
like,
there was another one though.
Like before Infinity War?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was it Infinity War? I know Endgame had Endgame I won.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I feel like I know it's another. I know it's more, man.
Yeah, because more of them got called out. Endgame had to have one. I'm trying to think. Like, it was Endgame had to have.
I mean, we just seen what they did with No Way Home, bro. That shit was just
No Way Home had some throw offs.
You cutting two fucking Spider. I mean, we knew they was there, but you know they cut them out. You had, man, it gotta be another one in there. I'm trying to think. Shit.
I know they did some things with, stuff they said versus but that could have been said, not much throw off as much as edit, right? Like,
I'm trying to think of Ragnarok. Ragnarok, right? So, all right. So remember, you had her smashing the hammer, Hela smashing the hammer in the alley. Looked like it was in New York, just like a street alley.
Yeah.
That shit was, man, couldn't have been any more different. So I mean, they just I don't know why they did. Again, do we know why they did that? Like, was we really trying to keep it?
They deleted a scene because the original, I don't know if I'm sure you already know that the original Old Death was supposed to be in a New York alley.
No,
they had it. So they cut a scene so where she smashed the hammer, they were in a New York alley, and she went ahead and she offed Owen. And then they ended up having they ended up recutting it. They didn't like that, so they redid the scene, and then it ended up being in Norway. or they probably already had it in Norway. And it's like,
So they
we gonna
changed it
decide
from.
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
So they
changed it
changed it
from a
from
New
her
York.
killing him to him just dying.
Yeah, I think she offed him.
Wow.
She offed him and she did all that. And it was
They left that shit in the
definitely
trailer
alley.
though. It's like when you go see it, you like, wait a minute, when they going? Oh shit, it's about to work. Nah, they in fucking New Zealand somewhere. Like, damn. Or wherever it was at.
Yeah, I don't know if being enough that toward that fame. The one they always use, they didn't use that damn Norway, that town in Norway, like in everything. They done it in the first Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
They used it in Thor when they first remember when they like, oh, we visited the Earth and we were Tornsberg or something like that.
Yeah, something
like that.
That's what. Yep. Damn. Yeah, so they got a few, man, where they switch it up on you, man. I just can't think of them off the top of my head, but yeah, they'll switch it up, man. They'll put stuff in there to throw you off. And
yeah, I just looked at one. Somebody got one. The direct, they got 29 MCU trailer moments that never appeared in Marvel Studio movies. So it's more than the 1 or 2 that we trying to go. They got 29 of them things.
So we know they're capable,
and they got some honorable mention.
That's wild.
They got some honorable mention, Mr. Rex. That's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Yeah, we went back and we watched all the trailers again because now I'm starting. Yeah, they go your hella one right there. I'm looking at in the alley. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, definitely look like that. They got some damn Ant-Man ones that now I can kind of like in my mind. A couple Spider-Man with the different suits in Homecoming, not Homecoming, but Far From Home.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, so I know one Spider-Man. I guess Spider-Man. So this one threw me off. Remember that shit? Remember in the original trailer, that nigga was like, it was the fundraiser scene in the beginning of Far From Home when he was like, oh, I'm going on vacation. It was like shit was corny, but he was like, and I'm going on vacation, which made sense because he did go to Venice. Bro, by the way, when the last time you watched Far From Home?
Oh,
yo, you want to talk about reshuffling? Yo, Far From Home, some bullshit.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm about to say you about to put that. Maybe I need to go ahead and watch it again.
No,
I got Far From Home low, bro.
I actually
got
really
the one
low now.
The one before it. The one before it has gotten for me, and I know people really, really like the movie. I've been a hater about it. The what's the first one? Homecoming. Homecoming has gotten better. Homecoming has definitely gotten better for me over time. But I never liked
bro, Far From Home, the first 20 minutes is some bullshit. Like it's a goofy movie, bro. Like it's no action. This dude on vacation, like it's like just this goofy, average rom-com in like the first 25 minutes, man. Him just bumbling around Venice, chasing Mary Jane around. It's like, man, this shit, bro.
And they cut to that, like when they remember just even going from like when we want to talk about cutting to something like when did that happen? Like we all would know that you got to get with MJ.
Yeah,
but we didn't really have that at the end of the one. They blipped out, and all of a sudden,
we in love. That's a good point. I was right because I was thinking that too. Like, how did we get here? Because like he's so like by the beginning of we get the Far From Home and he like obsessed. Like I gotta impress Mary Jane. And it's like, why?
Where did this?
You had an entire movie with you took another chick to the prom, my guy. Like, what is it about Mary Jane that like set you off? Like, I don't get it. Like this little like goofy. It's it never. They don't really earn it, bro. I'm sorry. Like, even you get to No Way Home, and it's like, I love you. It's like,
oh, they was magically in love. They had like the greatest romance of the greatest love of all time.
It's like, bro, you had an entire first movie where you took another chick to the prom. Like, I'm lost, man.
Oh, here go another good one. I remember when Romanoff was shooting at the target practice in the end game.
Yeah,
when she was firing off at the show right now. I definitely remember this one because it never happened. Like, because I remember people making fun of it, like everybody getting ready for thinking they about to get that second battle with Thanos. and
that shit
Roman
never
had the
happened.
clips and it never. They made fun of it, so maybe it was like, all these memes killing her. Let's take this out the movie.
That never happened.
Another one several of them was the all the ones they had for Loki.
Yeah,
that never happened. That didn't happen.
Yeah, man.
This one never happened.
Misdirect. Yep.
Never happened.
Never happened.
It's several. So it's way more than we think.
That shit might not even been filmed during Loki. That might have been a deleted scene from Thor 2 or something.
Might be from
Dark World.
It might actually be from the upcoming one and shit.
Right.
They might have filmed the scenes for
Goofy Shucks. You know he's gonna be in there somewhere. You know he is.
Yeah, he throwing us off trying to say he don't know. What he's saying is I don't know.
Yeah, you know that means.
You know they say with them MCU shits, man, they filming like 7 at a time.
Oh, bro, they putting them to work, man.
Yeah, they filming like 7. It's a factory. Like they filming a lot of things at the same time.
That's wild.
Dudes might be coming in acting, and they don't even really be given to the point we were talking about with the director earlier.
Yeah,
they don't even give them scripts until they show up. Like you show up for the day, you get your lines and shit. Yeah. So he might have thought he was reading for Loki. He might have been really reading for. He was in Thor 4.
You in Thor 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid for this, right? Yeah, usual rate. Yeah.
Usual rate. Yeah, you getting that. But we just cut that. We moved that to that movie.
Right. Direct deposit.
Yeah, so you never know. But like reading about that when we were talking about earlier with the Fantastic Four director leaving. Like
John Watts, right?
I started noticing that because I think you start seeing these different guys or different directors talking like, when and then if you there's so much less control for these kind of like superhero movies from the and then if it don't slap, the shit you get, right, like Michael Bay just made the movie The Ambulance and shit. I guess it's probably in the tank or something that we're not really checking for, or whatever. Imagine if he did that shit in an MCU movie. Like think about the shit the people from Star Wars get.
Oh man,
you get what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it's probably not worth it. If it's slapped, but it's probably really not for real worth it.
Yeah, it's almost like quit while you ahead, right? Because he got 3, even though I think they vastly overrated. He had his Spider-Man trilogy, man. He probably got to Fantastic Four, got halfway through the script, heard what Feige wanted him to do. Because they all got to follow this plan, this grand plan, and he's just like, he was like, ultimate nullifier. I'm done. I'm done, bro.
It's like you can do what you want to do as long as you do this.
He like, I got a lot. I got jokes with Sue and Johnny, and he's like, ultimate nullifier. He's like, all right, okay. You right. You got it. You got it, Kev. You got it. I'm out there.
It's like this, and the shit so like fickle, right? Like the day
man.
Before with Andrew, right? Everybody hated. They gave him shit for it, and then now everybody
want that, bro. Yeah. Because at the time, it's like it takes for another. Because just for you to come back, you gotta hope that somebody reopens the door, right? Because Garfield was on the outs, my nigga. Like Garfield was like the most hated Spider-Man, and then just for like people had to see Tom Holland just for him to sort of like compare. Like it happened for me. That's how it was, because I was like, I saw Tom Holland and was like, damn, Garfield wasn't that bad. Like seeing his, especially like I went back and watched both the Amazing Spider-Mans, bro. His web slinging. His like just his shots of him, like I'm like this. Wow, I'm like now, that second Amazing Spider-Man movie had a lot of problems, though.
Facts.
Had a lot of problems.
That's the thing. Like when I did the same thing, I went back and watched them. Right, I was getting ready for. Obviously, I was just hyped and getting ready for same thing. I'm probably gonna do for. Obviously, when Doctor Strange is about to go and watch WandaVision again and all that shit. Yeah, just you know how it is, man. You just get all hyped or whatever. Well, at least I do. But I did that for Spider-Man, right? And I rewatched everything. And then, like, I went and watched the Amazing Spider-Man, obviously the first one. Like, man, I remember watching this. I remember thinking it was decent, but I'm like, and then I'm watching. I'm like, man, the internet trash, man. This shit ain't that bad. Like, it's actually it's decent.
They killed him for that. I think it was too close to Tobey Spider-Man, though. I don't think it was enough. Even though, I mean, it was a few years, but it was too close. It was too close and it was too similar in a lot of ways. I don't think people had really got over that first trilogy just yet. It was bad timing, I think, for Garfield. But Garfield,
and I always
Garfield
thought that
a beast, man.
now, mind you, the second one,
Second one is
story. But I always felt like when I watched the Andrew, because you're looking at like there's Peter Parker versus Spider-Man, right? And once you understand more, especially for me, understanding more like the Gwen thing is like, no, that Spider-Man was supposed to be kind of reckless. Wow, like he didn't think about consequence. Like he hadn't really, he had his uncle, but like he hadn't really had a lot of. He didn't punching somebody didn't matter to him. Like it's just a good time. But then ultimately there was a real consequence, right? Like
it was always.
That's kind of like felt like kind of an early Spider-Man kind of adaptation. Like no, he was wild. Like he didn't know he needed to be like less risky. Less this, right? He couldn't take all those chances that he was taking. Dude was wild, but I thought that was pretty dope. Yeah, but he took. But then I say fast forward, go through the mind you, the second one wasn't that good.
Nah, when I got second one had a lot of problems, bro.
Like the first one, I was like, oh shit, people tripping.
Yeah,
and then you get to the second one, you're like, okay,
like, all right, yeah, you know what? Yeah, maybe it was time for him to go away from it. Because it was like they had a lot of villains in there. They did the Goblin again. They like the scientist guy, the scientist guy in the lab with not Connors.
Are you talking about 2?
I'm talking about 2. Yeah, the just the villains, man. I don't know. It just was it's real campy, man. It was. Part 2 had a lot of problems, but I think you could have did man. Real over the top, real campy performance, man. Real just cheese, bro. Just cheesy. Just
mind you, I think we had just came off of like a Iron Man 2.
Yeah, that wasn't helping either. Yeah, when you got all these other movies to compare, you just like.
I think Avengers had been out, something like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, like several things. So that second one, but like you say, it's just even looking like going into this like Obi, and it's like just use another example, like how people hype for Hayden Christensen to come back.
Yeah.
Well, probably for the longest time people couldn't like certain because Star Wars so divisive, right? Yeah. There's the original trilogy. And then the original, the prequels, you got those kind of 2 factions, and people couldn't stand Hayden. Now they can't wait. Now all he got to do is be halfway decent in this. Now we're gonna be screaming for not we, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's weird.
Where's the Darth Vader movie at?
It's like it's a wonder that people will want to come back and do that, right? Because just how. Yeah, these people getting at you, and that's what you start seeing with these little directors. Like, hey man, it's as dope as the Batman was right now, giving this dude kind of reign. That shit could change. It could change real quick.
That shit changed on Snyder.
Snyder
was quick. Snyder came out. The Man of Steel had mostly people on his side. Like, wow, me included. Facts. I still am. I mean, I fuck with Snyder, but he had everybody like, man, that's your Superman.
Yeah.
And then he announces the Batman gonna be in the next one. And we got Batman v Superman. People was like, bro, you horrible.
Done with him.
You the worst. To the point where I hate to say it, like it's sad when you look back on it, but this is the truth. Man, people were celebrating when he pulled out of the when he got removed from Justice League, when he quit Justice League, people was like, they was hyped. It was hyped for Whedon. And it was Josh who had made 2 Avengers movies.
Yeah.
It was hyped. Like, oh hell yeah, we getting Josh Whedon?
Yeah.
Man, little did they know, boy.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
Just wish so like as a director, you walk into those kind, especially this genre. I mean, they can.
Yeah, Josh Whedon. He looking at it, bro. He directed 2 Avengers movies, but he also did Justice League. So it's like you saved 2, you fucked up 1. It's like, now
they pulled out all the receipts on him after that, didn't they?
Bro, that changed his career, bro. That was like a tumble, bro.
Like,
That was, you was talking about a fall. Ooh. Man.
Like old girl, like you say, old girl came and did fucking Eternals. Like she can go sideways for you real quick, man. Like
she won an Oscar.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she going to do this, like, and then it could just go. That's the thing. Like, it was somebody else that they were talking to, and they was like, nah, and it didn't really make sense to me. But then when you start like really looking at it, it's like, hell, most of those people you think director, but when you get to like the movies and shit, man, they storytellers, right? Yeah. So you're already walking in kind of like that, and then like you walk in the MCU, they telling you what to do. They got a formula. So
yeah, we just need you to bring your.
We want that spice you got. That thing did a little extra. Like they told Raimi what to do, right? Like
Raimi was salty. Like
Raimi's low key. He had his henchmen say something. His man's, the guy he always put in his movies, the front desk guy.
I think that's his brother, right?
Is that his brother?
He had glasses.
No, the guy that remember when Peter tried to walk into the auditorium and Mary Jane.
Oh no, you talking about Bill Campbell? Yeah, Campbell. Yeah, Campbell's guy. Yeah,
Campbell is guy. He kind of threw some lines out like the other day, like they tell kind of like I don't know if he was talking on his behalf or
he was
like they made him do a lot of things. Like he got told he ain't never been used to getting told to do that much.
Nah, he really not, man. And that's his name Campbell. I fucked up his name. I forgot his name, but yeah, Campbell. I think his name is he an Evil Dead guy, man. He's in all Raimi movies. Yeah, Raimi's old school. Yeah, Raimi an old school guy, man. And I know he probably did go through some shit with Sony with the Spider-Man back in the day. To come back to this, he probably like, oh man, here we go, man. And it's even worse this time because a lot of that shit inspired. That was Raimi, bro. That was his movie. He got to do his movie, all 3 movies. Except for that third one.
I think the third one they forced a bunch of stuff on.
Yeah.
It was the Venom, right?
Yeah. But this
Raimi still got it's 2022. Raimi still got a Mount Rushmore superhero movie.
He still got a claim for one of the top 3s, I think. Yeah. And to me, he still called that's the best Spider-Man movie. I mean, it's one of the best.
I got 2. I got Spider-Man 2 is the best.
Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
It's one of the best superhero movies.
I think it's all together.
It's in the top 5 easily, maybe the top 3.
Somebody tried to ask me. Yeah, I got it on the Rushmore.
It's in the
everything I got to do is Rushmore. Somebody just asked me. They were like, I was talking about Batman. They were saying I hadn't watched it yet. It was one of my guys. He said I hadn't seen it yet. And I was like, he had just bought a whole list. We talked about that. But then I was like, he asked me. I was like, man, look. I don't want to hype it for you. Like we were just having a conversation. I said, I'm probably talking about it to the point where I know you probably gonna hate on it now. You're gonna watch it, but like the same shit and all that. Yeah, but then he asked me, he was like, okay, how does it compare to, is it better than is it the Dark Knight, the Heath Ledger one?
Yeah, okay.
I say, look, that's not even, come on, that's a Mount Rushmore one.
Yeah.
Like it's Mount Rushmore. I got 2 of them on the head, two of them on the 2 faces.
Yeah, that's a masterpiece.
I don't know who my other 2 are, but I was like, it's just that I'm not going to even do that. Like that's where it's at. This is a great movie, but I need some time.
Yeah, before it burns into the run.
It's too early for that because I really got to run. If I had to do my Mount Rushmore, my top 4, right? If I'm only doing 4, I already got 2, so I only got 2 spots left.
Yeah.
So I might have set my 2 too early. I feel confident with those 2.
Yeah. Dark Knight and Spider-Man 2.
I feel confident with those 2.
Can't really go wrong. Nah, there's no argument there.
Just in that genre. Just that genre. I got those 2.
I'm talking
about
and they're both sequels. That's what's crazy. Like,
I think the best one is Captain America: Winter Soldier.
I got that up there too.
I think I got that one, but I feel like I need to think about those other 2 before I just it's Winter Soldier, and then like even though MCU they've been on a hell of a run right since 2012, 2008, but maybe there was another one that I liked that I'm sleeping on right now. Do I got Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man?
Yeah, a lot
Do I got
done
the first
changed.
1 or 2
Yeah.
X-Men? Do I have
Mhm.
am I including cartoon movies, right? Am I putting animated? Would I put Flashpoint up there? Like,
Yeah,
you know, like
Flashpoint up there. Yeah.
just kind of like, hold on before you go too far. I know those two that I got
Right.
already there.
I think you said it, bro. I think you said three of my top 4 because I always got Winter Soldier as my favorite MCU movie.
It's my
period.
100%.
Just, you know, to me, that was when it was like this shit, but like, cause, you know what I mean? Even after, cause, you know, you've seen the first Captain America, you've seen the Avengers movie drop, but then that Winter Soldier was like, it's just a dope ass movie, and I can take it completely out of this whole entire saga, and I'm still gonna enjoy it. Like, you could have told me that was the last MCU movie ever gonna be made, and I'd have been like, it's one of the greatest ever. Like, I don't need any other movies to enhance it. Like, certain movies I need to be in between other movies to get enhanced. This one don't. This one don't. This is just a dope ass noir spy type movie, right? So yeah, I got that up there. It's just so well directed. The fight scenes, the choreography, those little moments, the elevator scene. It's and Winter Soldier himself was very compelling.
And that was peak Winter Soldier right there.
Yeah, that was when you'll never get that Winter Soldier back. That's when he was at his greatest. The unknown guy just sitting there in the kitchen. You want some milk?
Oh man. Remember that guy showed up in that episode 1 of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Remember when we like 1988 when he murked the little old man's son, right?
Yeah.
That was that Winter Soldier. Right?
Yeah, he got him, bro.
That was that when we bust through the wall, and you know what I'm saying?
Just,
like
when you know when he show up, you like, it's over. Like,
yeah,
you know, I'm killing everybody.
That even that scene, even that when they went down into the why does it in the elevator? Why does a hidden room got a hidden door or whatever? And they go down the elevator and they go see Arnold when they go to the soul of the AI. Even that scene was dope.
That shit was, bro, all the way to the end, bro. When he sent the missile at him, right? When he like,
100%.
We are at the time or whatever he say, and he's like, bro, this shit, man. It pick up and it never drops down. Like, it's always at a certain level, man, and it just goes up, like all the way to the Harrier craft scene at the end. Man, like Cap got shot like 4 times. Cap took like 4 bullets, bro. Like, to the point where I was like,
it ain't like he was gonna be able to make it.
Yeah, like it was like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, do we got healing or something? Like, but yeah, he you know, like Winter Soldier just.
Yeah, I feel confident. Yeah, I think you had that's the one I put there.
That's a Rushmore. I don't know if I would put it over those two.
No, I'm not.
Previous two. I want to put it over. Like, but if we just doing Rushmore, no particular order, I got it in the top 4. Now, yeah, you're right, man. That 4th one or whatever that. Or you said the other two. The other two, so it's kind of rough. You're right.
I got 3 up there now.
I got 3. The other 2 is gonna be rough. You're right.
There's only one more head, right? Pause.
Oh yeah.
I think
so 4, right? So that 4. One more.
It's a tough spot to get.
That's tough, man, because I'm still looking at that first Avengers movie, like the significance of that, just the culmination of all those that phase 1, to see them all come together. That's a dope ass movie, man. Even, like you say, even though in the grand scheme it don't really hold up as great as Ultron.
Yeah, from a man. You know, as it connects to the rest of, like, that's a connected movie. But like you say, going back to your point about the Winter Soldier, you could like legit, and let's keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The first thing I seen with them was the Avengers movie. Then I went back and watched everything else.
Yeah,
because I think somebody slid me the because that's when I first went into the military.
Yeah,
2008 was when I booted up. Right. So then once I kind of like, I had a 3-year run right there. And once I kind of like settled, I think I settled in San Diego for real. Excuse me. I settled in San Diego for real. And one of my coworkers wanted a cool black friend. So he started sliding me to, I burnt this disc. You know what I'm saying? He slide going, keep it up. He thought I was a cool black guy.
Yeah.
He started sliding me to movies. Like, I guess we was talking. He slid me to, slid me to Avengers. And that's the first one I seen. And I could have watched just on its own without ever seeing
Facts.
like Iron Man 3 had like it referenced Avengers because we had the PTSD, but like really that on its own didn't really need. Right, I know Captain America, I know Thor is, you know what I'm saying, but get what I'm saying, like that one on its own, you could just watch that.
I gotta go with Avengers, bro. You just talked me into it. I got to. Yeah, because I think that first Avengers movie was such an event, man. That was the first event, right? Like, because Marvel movies are an event.
Yeah, that was an event. It don't happen. Nothing else happens. If that tanks, when you said that we had our earlier conversation, if that tanked, if that did a Batman versus Superman, it was over.
It's over for the entire. We're not even here. We're not in phase 4 right now. We're talking about, man, this is the second reboot in this many years. Like, yeah, that shit. I think the first so much was riding on that.
I think the first Billy was the next movie was Iron Man 3. Right after. Fuck. But yeah, like so. Yeah, they went on their run. But yeah, no, I'm with you. Because even when it's like like every once in a while I go back and watch Avengers and I'm like, it's the shit. Because you could just watch it.
You could just watch it. That shit
from the beginning.
Yeah, it's
what I'm saying.
Only until when you get the Ultron is when you got to start being like, okay, wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's he say? Like, oh shit, that's when it's
like I don't even think there was a wasted moment in like you get what
it's
I'm
really
saying.
Not. It's not.
Like
no wasted.
They had exposition moments in there, right? Don't get me wrong, but like that they went in from the beginning, and then. She had to hook up with Banner, but that whole Banner scene was tense. You know what I'm saying? Like
when he was like,
lying to me, you know what I'm saying? Like they had that.
Banner, take your hand off the. When he was like, he's like, yeah, let's just blow off some steam. He put his hand on his shoulder and he like, you know damn well why. I'm starting to think. Hope you make me, or what do you say?
He said it with a line like big man in the suit of armor.
Big man, I know 10 man. What do you say?
I know 10 guys with less than that. Some line like that. I know 10 guys with less than that
worth more than you or something. Yeah,
you're not the guy that fall on the. Hey man, it was about to go down, man.
I'd rather cut the wire. That dude, bro. Yeah, that's a great, bro. That's a Mount Rushmore, man. You can't move that, bro. You can't move it.
Yeah,
you can't move it. You can reshuffle. Can't move it. I even might have it in the grand order. That might be like high. That might be like number 1. Shit.
On the Rushmore?
It might be.
It might like Washington. That might be Washington.
Yeah, it might. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I might have that reshuffle before.
Dark Knight might be number 1. Because Dark Knight is just a masterpiece, bro. You can't. It's perfect, right? It's like but Dark Knight got a lot of inconsistencies, but that Avengers movie might be number 1, bro.
I gotta do it. Why? Because it's hard. It's really tough to move me off the Dark Knight square.
It's hard, bro.
But I may need to watch. Yeah. Right, because
it's like
when they got to the part. My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
When they got to the part where now Joker semi-done flip. Now Bruce on the bike.
Ooh.
And Joker walking up like, come on, you know what I'm saying? He ready for that. Like that, and then he didn't want to do it. That part, oh man, that's what I had to.
That scene. Then the interrogation room, him throwing up against the glass, him realizing that Rachel has been kidnapped, and then Harvey Dent, he got to get the one of them. He got to choose one. He telling them, you have nothing to threaten me with. And he realizes, like, shit, this been this whole plan the whole time. Yeah. Dark Knight number 1.
Didn't Harvey say that line? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. And then at the end, with the dogs chasing Bruce, I call him Bruce, chasing Batman, and then Gordon, like, he ain't the hero something, but he's the hero we need, or something like that. He gave him that little soliloquy at the end. Yeah, man, it's tough for me to get.
We gotta chase him. He's like, why is he running, Dad? We gotta chase him. With that said, because now we I think we established the Mount Rushmore. What's your honorable mention that standing right on the outside of the gate? Like, what's the statue they didn't put up? Like, they had to just
one they chiseled out of the. They probably had to chisel about 7 more heads.
You're right.
And they was like, "Nah, we going with them." They didn't just go up there clean. Like they had to chisel like 7 heads on the side.
People died for this, bro.
They had 7 heads on the side.
We ain't just come up here for 4 heads, bro. People died, bro, for this shit, bro.